Welcome back to my channel, and let's tune into tarot for the month of July 2021 for all Libras with a sun, moon, or rising sign there in their chart. Let's go ahead and jump in. So for the first week for Libras, for the month of July, we've got the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of generosity. So you're either feeling very generous with your time, your money, your energy, your efforts, your advice, and you're giving to people. You're out of the generosity of your heart, the compassion of your heart, or on the receiving end of things, you are being offered generosity in some capacity, whether it's money or gifts or advice, or just someone's time, energy, effort, support. So either way, you're either giving your own time, money, energy, efforts, and support to others, or you're receiving it. So it's kind of can be a card of good karma, and gifts and luck and generosity. So it's a beautiful card to come in the first week of the month, Libras. And then in the second week, we have the Eight of Wands. This is a card of like fast movement, darting from here, there, everywhere, all over the map, getting a lot of things done, very likely, or just there being kind of this fast pace or fast clip to life and sort of the events that are unfolding. So maybe you're really busy at work, or you are just doing a lot of errands and taking care of a lot and just moving around. Or things are just happening very quickly. It can even indicate travel, so possibly you're traveling in the second week of July. And then in the third week, we've got the Ten of Swords. This is sudden endings, sudden, like unexpected pain, backstabbing, betrayal. So we've got like generosity, we've got fast movements, and then all of a sudden in week 3, it's like there's an ending of some kind, some unexpected, quick, sudden ending. Whether it's a relationship or some other cycle coming to a close, but unexpectedly, like things are going along, clicking along nicely, smoothly, and all of a sudden it like hits a wall. And then in the third or the fourth week of the month, we've got the Eight of Cups reversed. Now this is a return card. So perhaps if there was something like, usually this indicates something or someone from the past is returning. Now it's a little bit quick. Well, we do have the Eight of Wands here though, which means like quick. But to have an ending possibly in a relationship in the third week of the month, to then have that person return in the second week seems a little bit hasty. I'm kind of thinking that something ends and then someone from a little while ago or a long while ago is coming back. But again, it doesn't have to be a relationship returning. It can be some kind of circumstance or situation, or but maybe something emotional. Some kind of situation from the past is returning. It often indicates someone like a romantic interest returning, but it could also be like a friend, I guess, coming back, or but someone from the past, something from the past that had left is now coming back to try it again, to reapproach a situation from a new perspective. Perhaps you're able to, maybe you needed time to learn new skills, or maybe there's an opportunity. Yeah, it can be just simply an opportunity that's returning to you after a period of time. So we'll just leave it at that for now and kind of keep it generic as we can. But sometimes people, usually the Eight of Cups in the upright position is leaving a situation that feels like it's not fulfilling in some way, or it has kind of this missing piece or missing element to it. So you walk away. It's a walk away card. And then in the reverse position, it's like you're returning to try again. So perhaps after a period of time of being apart, you've grown, you've learned, you've healed, you've processed, and now you're able to reapproach a situation with fresh eyes, a fresh perspective, and just kind of orient yourself in a relationship in a way that's more supportive to either party or multiple parties, depending on partying philosophies. But anyways, that kind of seems like what's going on here. You do have all 4 suits showing up. We've been really getting a mix. I've been getting a mix, like doing the readings where like all, like you got the pentacles, the wands, the swords, and the cups. So it's like you get a little bit of everything, like a nice balance going on. And in one of the readings I did earlier where they got all 4 court cards with the with each suit, it reminds me of the Magician card where you have a lot of control over your manifesting abilities because you're given all 4 suits here in this spread. So almost like if you see the Magician in the Magician card where the table where all 4 suits are or items from all 4 suits are laid on the table, it's giving you access to everything you need in order to manifest what you want. And so perhaps that's coming through this month, is that you kind of have the Magician quality where you're able to manifest what you want. With the 10 of Swords, sometimes people can kind of suffer from this victim mentality where you feel stabbed in the back, betrayed, you're in a lot of pain. And so the idea here is you don't want to maintain this kind of victim mentality. You want to be more proactive and pick yourself up and move forward, move on, because just kind of wallowing in your pain is not going to help anyone really. So pick yourself up and try to extract what you can from the lessons that you've learned from that situation and use those lessons to fuel your growth going forward. Okay. All right. So with the final words of wisdom from the Oracle, we've got the Wall. This card comes out all the time, and I do shuffle the cards very thoroughly. So what have we got from messages from the Oracle here? We've got number 56. So the Wall has to do with themes revolving around obstacles, being inconvenienced by life, detours, and non-action. There are moments in your life when you are so geared up, so sure that you are on track, with such drive and momentum that you are shocked and confused when you encounter a wall. Like perhaps a wall of swords, okay? Sudden endings. Now, this unpredictability occurs outside your ability to plan, regardless of if you've done everything right in alignment with the divine. It's imperative that you change your attitude now. This temporary roadblock is not an obstacle to blast through. Okay, with roadblocks, so often with the 8 of Cups in the upright, I see this as a roadblock that you're walking away from. It's like it's a detour or it's a redirect of some kind. So it's possible that you were redirected on another route at some point in the past, and you were meant to go through that kind of alternative route to learn whatever lessons were there or make the connections that you needed to make on that journey. And then in the reversed position, maybe you're coming back to that original route, or you're coming back to that roadblock. You're revisiting it and maybe exploring it a little bit. And seeing if you can finagle your way through. I don't know. This temporary roadblock is not an obstacle to blast through. This is not an invitation to push harder, cancel other plans, or worry about who will win or lose. This is a stopping point to enable you to slow down and contemplate the part of the manifesting equation. Manifesting. Ooh, the Magician card. Okay. Ooh, this is good. So this is a stopping point to enable you to slow down and contemplate the part of the manifesting equation that you and everyone else forgets. Life on life's terms will override your best laid plans. Yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you are a human being, not a human doing. Perhaps you're being reminded of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe where your destiny intersects with others. Your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed elsewhere. I love that line. Consider, and that's just with this 10 of Swords, whatever does end, your attention is meant to be directed elsewhere at this point. Okay, so just trust trust in the events that are unfolding this month, and trust in the process, trust in the universe, right? That it's one quote, well, one phrase that kind of came to me when I was journaling one day was something like that our life is a series of stepping stones, and to remain open to what is better and what is right showing up in that next step and that next stone, because what is meant for us will never pass us by. Now, it may be that something that we get detoured, and so it may be like a situation where there's the right person, but it's the wrong time. And so perhaps later down the road, you reconvene, and maybe you've had time to grow and heal and elevate in consciousness, and then you come back together and it's like a blissful, happy ever after kind of deal. I mean, that's a little bit, trite, I guess, but something like that, it doesn't, what is right for you will never pass you by. However, it may not be right for you in that moment, and there may be some growing that needs to be uncovered in the interim, but maybe be open to something happening down the road at some point. You don't have to be completely closed off to it, but you also don't really want to hold your breath for it either, or count on something happening down the road. Just be open to what's unfolding in the moment and kind of where the energy is taking you, I think is the message here. Okay, so let me get back to the wall. So that line that I love is, your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed elsewhere. Consider that this place of temporary non-action is exactly meant to be for you. Perhaps it's because all you desire and have set in motion needs time to coalesce into form on the other side. Could it be that all the elements are not yet in place for its manifestation to be for the highest good of all? Like maybe you need time to elevate in consciousness before you move forward in whatever that situation was. Patience is required now, and the wisdom that this might be a great time to take a break and contemplate gratitude. What is truly yours will never be walled off from you, right? So what is right for you will never pass you by. So it just may not be right for you in this particular moment, okay? But trust what's unfolding, trust in what's happening, and hopefully that will help you navigate your month of July, Libra. I hope you found some insights and guidance there. And if this resonated at all with you, please comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and share this with any of your Libra friends. I will talk to you guys next month. Take care.